Hey everybody. Actually can't see if anybody's talking. Gonna have to figure that out because chat's broken. Everything's broken, I think. The restream one might actually be working now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah, having a heck of a time getting started. How's it going? It is Independence Day, and this is Ration Museum Bulletin number. What are we looking at this time? Number 77. So, hey, there we go. Too bad it's not 76 this week. That would be a little bit more appropriate. All right, let's close that. That's a lot of extra bandwidth wasted there. You guys probably hear my doubling back echo or something. So, there we go. Just trying to figure this stuff out. Sorry, there's this laptop was basically dying when I fired it up today, and I know it's crashed on me before, so I still don't have a great streaming setup here. The one at home is a little bit better, but the laptop seems like it's evened out. I'm not seeing drop frames, and that's what's important for the moment. Okay, hey, chat started working. All right, that was a concern. So now let me see what I missed. We got Amelié, we got spicy tuna rolls, we got rock or something reviews. Welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Independence Day. Hey Kaylynn, welcome to the stream. Anybody already doing barbecuing? Or done with their barbecuing, or whatever your plans may be. Echo, yeah, okay. Do I have that taken care of now? It looks like I do. I had the restream panel running in the background. Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that, rock or something. Or something was, always just one of my favorite pictures ever. Just the little lump. It says or something on it. But, all right, so today we got a pile of stuff for mail call. I'm still technically kind of setting up. I just, everything was dragging super, super slow. This laptop just, oh my God. I fired it up to start the broadcast at like 2:50, and it took till after like 3:02, 3:04 before I could even get, OBS open. And, then I realized, I had some stuff to change. Anyway, you guys don't care. I mean, no, you care, but you don't need to know about that. Hey, Tracy, you've got, well, actually, first, let's just do this. So, this box from Tracy, oops, sorry, I shouldn't dump that. Oh, sorry about that. That box from Tracy going to Amelié, right? This isn't for the museum. I think that's what that is. So I'm going to put that to the side there. That's just on top of the pile. Oh, and then I have a couple other interesting items. Two of them are just people that reached out over the website contact form and donated a couple things that they had. One of them was a Chinook helicopter refueling specialist stationed in Saudi Arabia during the Gulf War. So he and I chatted a little bit. He had just some pieces and bits and bobs left over that he was going to send. And then the other guy, I can't recall exactly why he had some of this stuff, but he did have some older stuff. And, it seemed like it was mostly, this other guy might be the one that had some British components. So I'm not sure. There's some neat things that hopefully should be in here. The one box is a heck of a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I don't know what ended up in there. How's it going? We got Jesse. We got Mike. Welcome, guys. Good to have you. I still have some lights to turn on. I got to get a sheet. We're going to try and do some 3D scanning again today. I've got the old phone that worked, and we're going to try that again. And then I kind of want to try it on the new phone. I've got all kinds of stuff in the unsorted. Ooh, I just realized, sound-wise, I've been doing stuff lately that has been working out, and I can do it on here. Let me see. Audio, desktop, laptop mic. Oh, and this whole setup doesn't have music. So, excuse me, I'm going to have to figure out music in a minute. Because that's been a nice touch, don't you guys think? Just having some, some background lo-fi beats while we talk. Just keeps it nice and chill. Went up in a T6 Texan today. Ah, dang. All right, what led to that? Were you at like an air show or something? Ow. Got a mustache hair caught in the can there. You ignore the music. Fair. I just, I look back at the ones that are going to be like like this right now, where it's just kind of like this echoey dead silence, and it's weird. Open the box before I send it off. Okay, yeah. No worries. We can put this back in the mail call pile. We'll take a look at that, make sure everything got this far in good shape before we forward it on to Amelie. Well, before it enters the pile of things that are going to eventually get forwarded on. That is quite the pile already. All right, so audio filters, I'm going to be able to mess around with the microphone quality and stuff without having to go through the process of going elsewhere with fancy software and all kinds of adjustments. With this, all I got to do is, basically I can enable this noise suppression filter to cut out some hiss and stuff. And this compressor. And then if I get loud or if something's loud, it won't blow up sound-wise. I don't need a gain. I think that's it. So, okay, it should have restarted there. Oh God, that's well, you guys have it much better shipping this way. I still need to find something that works out well, because like $120 per package going overseas just seems kind of crazy. No matter what, I always end up over $100. All right, so let me get a couple lights on. I know this is kind of the primitive stream setup. Oh, we don't even have titles on. What kind of nonsense pile is this? Let's see, we'll put up the generic set for right now. That's all right. Oh, no. That's the other set. There we go. We'll just do that for right now. Hey, we got CT jumping in. Good to have you. All right, so I'm going to get some stuff set up. Let's swap over to the wider view camera. And, you can watch me try and get some of this room put together. All right. Do that. Turn that off. No, turn the other one off. And it stinks like the microphone is somewhere. Oh, no, the microphone's up there. That's right. But maybe noise suppression will kind of help take some of the mouse clicking and stuff out of it. We'll see. All right, so take that away. That's actually pretty good. Get it raised up like that. Hey. All right, so I got to get some of these lights positioned. We got the 3D scanner. I got to get a sheet to put under it. And we'll have some good walking around space. All we really have to be able to do is go up and over the items. So if they're, you know, we're going to do it manually because that's the only thing that seems to actually work. Yeah, so we're going to manually hold the going up over part. You know, it's only a couple hours of doing it. I won't lose an arm or anything. We can switch to small stuff. Yeah, our postage, everything's a mess. All right, so let me grab the white sheet and I'll be right back. And then I kind of want to see what you guys want to get scanned because we have a lot of stuff. This will be a medium scanning range day. So I'm going to try and scan some medium-sized objects on the bigger scanning board. Well, so there's the tiny one, the pattern on the actual scanner is the smallest for doing really small items. Yeah, that's this. And then next up, we've got this board. You know, that's for scanning, you know, fist-size items maybe. And then compared to those two, we've got the medium board for scanning slightly larger items. And then I have a gigantic board. But the problem with that was we literally can't get the camera directly above and pointing down at stuff on the gigantic board cleanly enough to use it. So what I'd like to do today is use the medium board, and we'll give that a shot. If it's not working, we can move to small again. But, you know, we've scanned a bunch of tiny little things, and it'd be nice to scan something fair to moderately large. Kaylynn says she's holding on to that coffee packet for 2015 MCW. Let's see. A white type 3 coffee in a regular MRE. Well, that's neat. Double it up. It looks a lot better. So if I have this thing rotating, I just have to be able to get up above it, down along the side. But the thing is, like, getting far enough back to get a good shot and being able to get over top of it can be a bit of a pain. But let's see. I mean, we don't have a ton of experience with this, but we're still just learning. All right, I'm going to get lights focused on this space. I wonder if my stream element bot fired up. I mean, sorry, rambling to myself over here. So we're trying to eliminate too much glare. This thing up above is probably going to screw with the quality, so I may have to cover it, but cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to be standing over there. then I'll want this back here. I want them far enough back that there's not like a direct big square box light, you know, blob looking at, you know, or bouncing off the objects, but not so far back that they don't provide enough, you know, nice clean light. I just want to eliminate shadows. That's the main goal. All right, so we got some nice even lighting around it. Oh, and I guess I am going to have to power this too. Shoot. You over here, you can reach this. How you guys liking the behind the scenes? Now we got a nice little rotating platform, well lit. This is looking okay. Got all kinds of wires to trip around. Everybody loves tripping on wires. This is not bad. This is not bad. Let me grab the old phone. So we had tried on a phone that I got last fall that had all kinds of glitching and bugs and random problems. So that didn't work. That crashed out all the time. I dug up my old phone that still had it installed from when we were successfully doing scans. So we have this. And I was going to try and grab it on this and see if it just ran. Not upgrading it or anything to professional yet. Did I grab it? I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did. I did. Okay, so clone with a Q. So we're going to try that. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we got that set up. Now we're going to get some, oh, I just clicked some button that I didn't take the time to see. Oh, well. So now we're going to get some music going. Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Yeah, postage is not cheap anymore anywhere you go. I mean, even just the little, you know, the small flat rate mailers that used to be like $3.75 or whatever are like $7.50 now. All right, so we've got to get some music going. And then we're going to try and use clone on the new phone. Ah, I lost the mouse pointer. There we go. There we go. You know, and meanwhile, I've done things where I've shipped hundreds of pounds for like $80. And, you know, it doesn't make a ton of sense. All right, don't throw a big ad at me. This whole poor setup is on Wi-Fi. I always feel like I'm taxing it here. I need a much better setup, you know, at the museum in the long run. But for right now, it's not the end of the world. All right, so now let's see. We should have some music playing. That should be pretty low. If we want it a little higher, let me know. But that should be pretty low. All right, so we got this lovely platform rotating over here. I'm wondering what we can put on there. I'm looking at this tray set that I have for lunch, or dinner, I guess dinner. But today's dinner is going to be, I'm thinking one of these kosher meals. You know, one of these new La Brute, you know, very fresh, like 60-day old or less. Oh no, okay, so these I want to say are March. So we've got all of March, April, May, June. So yeah, okay, so they're 4 months old. Just under, because they were March 5th. So 4 months old. La Brute kosher rations. So that'll be neat. I want to try one of those. The entrees seem really nice. The accessory packets are wildly filled with just crazy stuff. So that'll be neat. The 3D scanning we're going to pick up in just a minute. And then in between, we're going to do some mail call. So let me get this camera. Hello. Let me get that one pointed down here for mail call, and we'll take a look through some stuff. Sound good? Sounds good. All right. We can separate you from the power for now. Don't freak out. All right. Get these over here. Got some spare parts for small stuff scanning where we can put the arm behind everything. And then we have to figure out what we're even going to scan in the long run tonight. But medium-sized items, we have all kinds of choices. You know, so start I was going to say looking through the collection site. Well, actually, you can. collection.rationmuseum.com. Any of you guys can go there while we're working on it. It's just not live for the public yet in general, so Google's not looking at it or any of that. But you guys can go there anytime and see our progress getting this stuff put together as a website. But if there's anything at all that's on there that you want to see 3D scanned tonight, you know, throw it in chat. Are there different shapes of large boxes? Oh, I think there are a couple, maybe just two. But yeah, this is definitely a medium, and this is a medium. But I want to say there's like kind of a squat, there's a square large box, but I think there's like a taller one. I could be crazy though. All right, so we're gonna open this up. You know, there's no nice transition effects on this setup. There's no little extra stuff up in the corner, you know, around this box up here. But it works. This works. This laptop, I'm amazed, does what it does at all. Seems like, I mean, I'm only broadcasting in 720. That's one thing. So it's a little cruddier than it is on the you know, on the newer setup, or even the basement setup at home. Just realized I have 1 or 2 more steps to do for setup, so I'm just going to crank those out. Extra large box that you got to ask for. Yo, give me the extra large. bear with me one moment, and then we'll jump into these. Man, this laptop is not a super happy camper in general, but it's plugging along. Almost. All right, that's done. Okay. Bingo, bango, popcorn. All right, so we're looking at this box from Tracy to Amelié that I'm going to be acting as in between. Trying to think how not to mess this up too much. I guess we'll just open one end, and that should be all right. We'll go easy on it. I mean, I guess I can always just put. Well, it's. Never mind. I'm gonna have to repackage this. What am I thinking of? This is going in with a bunch of other stuff, so this was getting open no matter what. Duh. Yeah, this was getting combined with other stuff going overseas. Well, at least I think it is, right? I mean, unless you're just having this sent. No, yeah. Why would you send it to me then forward it on internationally yourself? That wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, this is getting combined with all the other stuff. Yeah. Of course. Okay, we got a beef stew, 1998 LRP, and we got ourselves a spaghetti with meat sauce, 1998 LRP, and chicken stew, 1998 LRP, and a chicken a la king. And, oh, notes for me. The menu number 2 beef stew is for me. Why, dang, I had no idea. The other 3 are for Amelié. Hope this helps a little for your trouble. Ah! That's fantastic. You're the best. I had no idea. That's awesome. I think I see something in that chat that's not in. Oh, okay, yeah, that's just a little behind chat on screen there. Well, hey. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. These all look undamaged. Package came through just fine. Now this other package up here, this next one I'm going to open, it looks a little shakier. All right, so we will. Well, thank you very much, Tracy. That's just, that makes my day. Okay, now we got this package. This got refused originally and resent. But I'm trying to get it closer to the camera and it's like hitting the camera. So post office refused and said no such address. And he contacted me. He read it out. Everything was 100% correct. So I said, put my name on it and send it again and say, yeah, and tell them at the post office, you're 100% certain it's correct. So he literally wrote, yes, this is a real delivery address on it. Okay, so we've got a bag of miscellaneous brown bag 80s era components, maybe early 90s. All right, this is a bit of a grab bag. Let's take a look. So we've got loose scalloped potatoes with ham in a very dark green packaging. Oh, we got a message. Sean, here's what I found. Hope this helps the cause. I was USAF 7698, started basic with leftover 1942 green cans. So his dad always brought back in-flight lunches home and had a cabinet full, and was the only one of seven. Wow, seven kids, big family, that would actually eat them. Well, Bill, if you check this show out in the future, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. So the scalloped potatoes with ham came from this early 90s. Let's see, so what date do we have stamped on here? Oh, these have weird ones. This is 10502 and 13018. So I'm not sure I can date from those. We got cherry beverage base in that. With all the light around, I think I can get one focused over here. There we go. Cherry beverage powder is not stamped with a date anywhere. Cocoa. Okay, the cocoa has 60433. Accessory packet. The spoon was just loose in here. The accessory packet is an interesting one. I don't have one of these in the box yet. It's just got a simple tear notch at the top. We've got toilet paper, salt, sugar, cream substitute, coffee, matches, moist towelette. Real simple, flat little package. So we can get that out of that shit. There we go. Here we got Smitty joining. Happy not Independence Day to you. I mean, not our Independence Day. I don't mean to imply anything beyond that. All right, so we've got, looks like a sealed meal flight feeding individual. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's what he was sending. That's what started this whole thing. And then he had some other components. So that's right. This is an actual labeled meal flight feeding individual. That's right. Oh my God. This just surprised the heck out of me. Hey, guys, I haven't been here in forever. And so I've had all kinds of, not all kinds, I've had 4 packages show up here since the last time I was here. And there's some, there's some interesting stuff in there. Oh, this is fantastic. I completely forgot that was what was coming in this. We got meal, flight feeding, individual, menu 5, brown bag. Heck yeah. I do not have one of these in the collection yet that's stamped on the bag, meal, flight feeding, individual. I have 2 cases that are meal, flight feeding, individual cases, but they have regular MREs in them. This does not say MRE, meal ready to eat anywhere on it. It is a meal, flight feeding, individual. And we do not, and it is a repeating label, is the other neat thing. So it's down there, it's in the middle there. Sorry for the wobble on the camera. And it's again up here. This one's a beef stew, menu 5. I don't see any other exterior indicators of age on this one. The dark brown bag would at least make me think pre-1996. So I'm just thrilled with this. I'm just thrilled. Let's see, am I? Let me turn off studio mode. I can't read. Can't read anything, guys. Okay, it's just in opposite order. That's right. That all makes sense. Okay, so then among components, oh, this is great. This is a very merry Independence Day to me. It's a museum. So in this components bag, you know, I told him that it doesn't make sense to toss stuff if you're getting the flat rate. Just, you know, we'll see what it is. Maybe I'll eat some of it. So we got some beverage-based grape that is able to hold a shape, so that is not going to be consumable. We got some peanut butter. I love the older packaging. You know, like this peanut butter. It's just nice. You know, it's got the little tear notch. It's simple. Thermo pack from Stone Mountain, Georgia. We got some cocoa. We got more. Okay, so yeah, these beverage bases, they've absorbed a little moisture over the years. Hey, MFOs, good to have you. We got ourselves a crew. We got over a dozen folks watching right now. That's fantastic. Between here and Twitch, that's fantastic. I mean, I was worried a little bit about switching to Mondays, but you know, this is working out. I'm liking it a lot. So we've got, looks like almost McDonald's cutlery. And then we've got an older MCI era, early MRE cutlery. We've got MRE accessory packet. Some MRE spoons. Let me see anything that jumps out in here. We got an interdental stimulator. Doesn't say that on it, but that's what those are packaged as. And we have a lot of, you know, additional peanut butter, jelly, peanut butter, salt, sugar, etc. Okay. Well, this was, you know, this is a fun addition. But that meal, flight feeding individual, that's just awesome. Yeah, I do the same thing, Smitty. Says, you know, he's at work so he can tune in and out. Like, when I'm in work mode, usually I'll put a streamer on. I get, you know, like, I have that, like, almost guilt, like, if I'm not engaging, but I hope you guys never feel that here. You know, you never feel obligated to engage if you're actually enjoying just hearing what's going on. You know, I'd love to have you lurk. It's just fine by me. All right, so we got a nice big package here. This is, you can even see right through the back of the paper here. This should give you a bit of a hint of what's inside here. This corner over here, it's crushed. This was crushed before he shipped it, so I was very well aware that it had a completely crushed corner on it. This was an eBay find. You know, I've been trying very hard not to buy anything on eBay, but this was just impossible not to get. Not only was this one of the things that you found, Or maybe this was He-Man. You know, Joe. That was Joe Green. One of these ones was from you guys. You know, and thank you again for always working to find random, awesome stuff that I miss. Granted, when I'm trying not to spend any money on rations, it makes that temptation that much harder to resist. But some stuff you just can't, you just can't say no to. And this was one of those. This was a very accessibly priced case. All right, there we go. Oh, let's see if we can do this reveal right. If it's the right end of the box, or if it's the DSCP. Oh, it's the DSCP end of the box. All right. There we go. So we got a case of meal, ready to eat, individuals. But you know what makes this case? Hey, Quinn, welcome to the stream. You know what makes this case a little special? We got our lot number 116, date number October 9th, 1980, and inspection date of October 1982. We got ourselves a 16th lot, original run 1, MRE Generation 1, full case, untouched, uncracked. I do want to look inside this, because there's probably some crazy-ass mistakes. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Gotta remember not to... Oh, no, there is some tape. Oh, wait, he did warn me that there was some tape on it already. I'm gonna have to work on this, because it's covering the M. But this was below its current set. So we took the paper off from there, so this is a bit of a shame, but it is tearing in there, so I'll be insanely careful if I try and take this up. Actually, we're just gonna go really, 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 really slow. There's already a paper tear up above. What I care about the most is this letter M. So we're just going to expose that. Well, either way, Amelie, every now and then, cats just send me stuff that's just like, oh my god, you're not buying this for yourself? You're not buying this right now? Okay, I bought it. Alright, we made it. We made it through. The M is not destroyed. The M is in perfect shape there. There is this residue on the box, but I'll take that. That's okay. Just going super duper slow. There's a little chunk up here that has a bit of a tear in it, so I'm kind of doing a curve around it. Then we'll sneak up on it. And it worked. We didn't extend the tear. I mean, like I said, there's this residue here. That's not too bad. Hey, old Smokey, happy Independence Day. Exactly. That's a pet peeve of mine. 4th of July, I feel, steals something from what this is, you know, steals something from the remembrance of separation from an empire on which the sun did not set for a very, very long time. A bunch of farmers and nobodies. Now, it's something that I don't like to see reduced down to the phrase 4th of July. You know, I mean, we know what it means, and it's not disrespectful. Certainly, anybody saying it, I don't think like they don't care. You know, they don't know. I personally like to try and stick to and push Independence Day as the way to refer to the day. All right, we got all that stray tape, and he did warn me that was there, so that was not a new era packing edition. That was from the previous send, and I got a feeling that he had more of these because there's or that somebody did at some point, because there's staple marks from a row above. They're the ones from this side. Oh, there is more tape on the back, but at least that doesn't cover anything. And a little bit on the side here. But that's just, yeah, this is old and crinkly and dry. That's old tape. Lunch is here. Be right back. Enjoy. All right, so Smokey, you're just getting here. What we got is a Lot 16 Run 1 MRE 1980. October 1980. Very, very early case with two different versions of DSCP notice on it. Actually, no, they're the same. They're the same version. They're just, yeah. All right, so we got that. Probably gonna want to take a look inside this and see what kind of mix-up crazy stuff we get. That may be a whole nother segment in the future. Right now we have another mail call box, and then I want to start doing some 3D scanning, see what we get going there. Gonna try and pick up a new Bang Bang tomorrow, vintage 1911. Oh, hey, I mean, if you can get it, go for it. All right, so we're gonna this year, I don't want it to be the first year in a decade or more that I didn't get a new. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't talk about that live. Anyway, I should get another gun. Yeah, the corner's smashed on it, but that doesn't matter really. You know, I'll pop that back out when I take the case apart. It's in perfect shape as far as I'm concerned. See what the inside looks like. There's rust on the staples, so you know it could have had some moisture exposure. So this box here, this is also sent in by somebody who went on the contact form on the museum website, reached out to say that he's got, you know, bits and pieces that he'd been holding on to that, you know, he'd like to see go to some use somewhere. So, oh, okay, we got an actual case. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I heard metal in that. So this would probably be the guy that's got the, or that was sending in the British stuff, among the other things. So we got a bunch of, looks like empty boxes. But I tend not to keep these, so like it's nice to get some of the older ones, you know, just as examples. Oh, we put the packaging back in them too. Okay, interesting. So vegetable, oh, there we go. Vegetable lasagna. That one, that's neat. So we've got, let me bring this down here. Place that's open 2 days a week for 2 to 4 hours. That's an interesting schedule. All right, so that's right. I wasn't 100% sure what he was saying, but he was saying he had the packaging from lots of stuff, and he does. So he wasn't tossing out any of this. Like this is, you know, these are empty, but they're in great shape. So yeah, he's done the work of cleaning them, kept them, you know, looking nice. Yeah, like this is not bad. Like he clean these things in and out. So these are some of the nicer, longer term, you know, just packaging examples that I'll have really for a lot of stuff. You know, I tend to overlook saving some of this stuff, but in the long run, it'll be nice to have. So that was the filler stuff around the edges, it looks like. So that was packaging. Now let's see what this case had. Best first strike bar? Oh, was it cranberry? Yeah. The cran raspberry. That thing is great. All right, so we've got this case. The case itself is 2020. So the case itself is 2020. That's interesting. Wait, did it say 2020 and inspection 2024? It did. See that? They've got, so these are way offset, but date packed 0520 inspection 1320. Oh no, that's definitely not right. Okay, 7 and 0520. I'm like 1324. Yeah, there's no 13th month. Okay, so menus 1324. Okay, yeah, 2017 inspection 2020. Okay, crazy person. I am a crazy person. All right, so we've got. Oh, okay. So we've got some together, you know, old empty menus of packaging. Yep. But what we got around the outsides here, I mean, there's the candy bar is still in there. Got some spreads and partial B units. Yeah, there's still stuff in some of these. This is an interesting collection of objects to go through here. Chopped ham and eggs, cleaned out MCI, quartered pears. Oh, you don't see these in this shape because the cans eat themselves. That's nice. I dropped the spoon. I'll pick that back up. It's lacking the accessory packet, but I have lots of those. I mean, these are in good shape. These are nice cans. You know, and every can that we have will have to be emptied eventually. So, yeah, spoon dropped. I saw. Thanks, Kayla. So we've got. Let's see if we can date this set. 8017. It has 92 on it. Or no, B017. No, that's an 8. 8017. Probably not a Probably not 1978, but it could be. So this one we got FPQ4N 7010L. So yeah, we're not pulling a clear date out of either of those pieces of info. So we'll put that spoon back. Universal Folding Box Company of Hoboken, New Jersey. These are some nice looking cans. B units, pound cakes. We got some more packaging. Peaches for some other stuff. MRE packaging. What do we got? Cold weather. Cold weather. MRE, 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 MRE. Likewise. Oh, like this. Oh, you know, this is fun. We got a 2017 case. Got a nice example, really nicely cleaned up MCI. Got a nice collection of MCI cans. We can display or trade or what have you. Okay. And yep, and all those spares and packets and components, everything else. That's nice. All right, that's mail call for this week. Crazy enough to hold on to a can of squid in ink until it turns vintage. I have some old squid or cuttlefish, but old I mean like 2014 or so probably. Maybe 2012. But I can keep holding on to it. I like the sound that turntable over there is making. We'll be focused on that in a minute. Yeah, the Spanish stuff. So the Spanish rations, they really like their fish products. They like their canned seafood in their ration. I mean, I don't know if they like it, but they have it, and they have a lot of it. So I wouldn't mind any of it, except for there seems to be a pretty high chance you're going to get grit in a lot of the cuttlefish stuff. You know, so you just got to kind of eat gingerly, because you can just kind of grind down on some sand or something once in a while. All right, so I didn't remember to switch over to the mail call titles while we were doing that, but that's all right. And I've got the old camera booted up, the new camera booted up. We're going to try the new camera, and we're going to see what kind of quality we get shooting everything with a much higher res camera. All right, cleaning the lens, and we're going to do a test with, oh shoot, we'll just do the tray set if we can, if it's not too big. So let me get that tray out on a board. And we'll see if that works in terms of good enough quality for scanning. There we go. I'm going to walk around there and see what we can do. All right, actually, I'm going to try and turn this. Keep that LRP. I want to save that for a better occasion. Although now I'm tempted, thank you. But there's a case of potion rations here that I've been meaning to test out. All right, there you guys are. Probably not going to have an easy time seeing me, but I should be able to at least read chat and stuff. All right, walking me through the tutorial. And it seemed like it stopped for a bit. I got that, I'm good. Okay. This, because it's a much better computer inside this, this is very much smoother in acquiring and, you know, seeing everything here. But like you're seeing where I'm standing, this is really where it works. So like to scan something like this, you need like this kind of a big ring. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this end. I don't want to stand on a swiveling chair. I think I have a case I can stand on. Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Got an actual step ladder. Hell of a lot safer. So I'll be able to, let's see, talking about it being safer, and it's like trying to unfold on me. Ooh, come on. All right. Am I at the top of this? I'm gonna go ahead and carefully do a giant object. What the heck? It's just gonna stop me in the middle of what I'm doing and advertise at me? Ah. What the? Can't. All I can see is this light above it. All right, so that first attempt just got wiped out. So it's scanning. So this is going to be first test of a larger object. Because I couldn't do what I'm doing right now last time around. I just didn't. Didn't go for it. It's going to be interesting to see how it handles the underside of the bowl and how it handles the inside of the bowl. It'll probably make it have a flat top. We'll see. We'll see. Got the first layer almost done. All right, second layer starting now. I'll check chat in between. It's going to take like 4 minutes per scan, maybe 5. I think just 4. We'll see. Feel like we're doing QVC here. Oh, this tray is lovely. You have a tray just like this. You have a tray just like this in your house. Oh, I always wanted one like this. Now, what was the price again on that, Bob? Well, you would think a tray like this was going to cost you $4,700, wouldn't you? But it's only going to cost you 4 payments of $129.99. Isn't that a deal? Isn't that a deal? That's a deal, Bob. Only $129.99. 4 times over, you have yourself genuine Korean War era tray. We're on to the next layer. Then there's only one more layer, but I don't know if all 3 of them needed to be scanned from up here, but it's working out. I could put this on the ground, this whole setup. I could move the table and I could put the setup on the ground, and I wouldn't need to stand on a crazy table. Maybe that's what I do. I just really hope it doesn't advertise at me again any second now. All right, we got another layer done. Inaccurate math detection. Just please don't freak out at this layer. The math is as flat as it's gonna get. It's amazing how much clearer the rotating crazy cage is on this new phone. So I wanted to, I'm not getting it from very low, and still marking that zone as having been scanned, so I don't love that. Not going to have the greatest understanding of the bottom layer of this. All right, so it's attempting to build a model of it. All right, these bushy tables shoving me out of the way. Oh God, this does not fill me with hope. Yeah, I would go so far as to say that the scan is horrible. Yeah, this one is very bad. I'm going to try the flatten top feature because I remember using that in the past. Let's see if that has any effect on it. Okay, so USGI mails from 1966. They under a couple $100. Oh, hey, the flattened version isn't looking too bad. So, oh no, yeah, it looks bad. From one particular angle, it almost looks like it worked. Then, yeah, it's junk. So that didn't work great. Let's see. We stopped the rotation. All right, we can save that. It's not going to get very low on model. But I wonder if it's considering this low resolution. Let's get the session. High res mode. I'm not buying it again if I can avoid it. Bought it twice. So, with the bigger stuff, part of me thought I was going to have to get to the point where I put it on the floor and just walk around it. That may be the case. The tray, well, the bottom, the underside won't be, like, this just became kind of like one lump instead of objects. Probably confused about making all the different objects separately. Doesn't do well with shallow spots like the cups on a tray, the dips on a tray. I'm wondering what we could model. It's going to be a little better. Maybe, give me a second, I'm going to run grab something. This Ration heater might be an okay option size-wise. Thinking maybe if the model is one shape instead of a collection of shapes, it'll do a little better. So we're going to go back to using the auto rotate. If I can find the switch. Oh, and the other thing was I didn't remember. I got to get this lined up, or else it's not it's a lopsided rotation and it kind of drifts from one side to the other. So that seems a little better. Yeah. right, so we'll do a scan of this, and we'll see if this comes out better. Definitely seems like it has to think a lot less. I don't know about the resolution settings. Like, I don't know if it defaults to some super low res until you pay for it. This camera is a heck of a lot better, a lot clearer, etc. than the other one. We were using a Pixel 2 last time, and this is a Pixel 6. A lot's changed in the 4 or 5 years in between, 6 years, something like that. No, I guess like just 5 years. All right, first layer almost done. I don't like how it finishes the last like 5 blocks at once. It's definitely drawing a much more appropriate looking 3D object as it goes this time. This one, I think, uses the LiDAR in the camera. It's drawing thousands and thousands of tiny little points. But still, to do this stuff right, I'm going to need better equipment, or like, you know, if I'm going to use software like this, you know, like a frame to lock the camera to and move along. We talked about it before, having some like great big ridiculous metal arch over a scanning platform for like a future setup where, you know, you can be sure it's going to scan the same every time. See, like I'm waving back and forth. I'm not 100% steady. My hands aren't 100% steady. Camera makes up for a lot of that. That doesn't, you know, that doesn't mean it's going to turn out great. Program's not crashing, so I think this round of testing is showing that. And that's what I was mainly concerned about, was will this thing crash the phone? Try and run. Because if it doesn't, you may bite the bullet and rebuy the premium version. Now they have the premium version as an app, and that should, oh, it crashed. Like, here I am talking about, like, I may actually give these people money and it crashes in the middle of the scan. We had some other stuff. I mean, I have some other software I was thinking about trying. We have the other unlocked camera that did work. Yeah, the Ration Museum Home Shopping Network, exactly. What do we got here? Well, Linda, what we have here on the table right now, we have ourselves an MRE heater meant for use in a vehicle. I believe this used 2,800 volts and could cook 15 meals at a time. At least that's what I am told. Well, see you when you get back, Smokey, and thanks for that. Thanks for the reminder. You know, if you guys could, it helps. Yeah, let's try swapping to the trying through. We know it's gonna work phone. Watch this not work, but it's so weird to hold this thing. It's so small compared to. I mean, it just feels so different. All right, so this was one where we paid for the upgrade. What I was saying is now it's like an actual app in the App Store as a paid version, so it should work on whatever phone you're using, theoretically. Did I upload all these other models? I got First Strike bars, Pual bars, Desert bars. I don't think I uploaded these. I might have gotten distracted however long ago. So that would be nice. Get a couple extra models uploaded after this. Well, I never put the one camera back. I mean, not camera. I never put the one light back to where it was supposed to be. So these are looking pretty rough. All right. This individual slivers it's taking look, in picture-wise, way smaller. Look way bigger. Like, I think the new one, took a lot more pictures individually. It is starting to draw something, though. And it has a feature where you can scan from multiple sides and stitch them together, but I haven't had any real luck with that. I have a bunch of packs of cigarettes that I should have been able to stitch together. Oh, no, no. Don't you dare. That's going to count. Come on. Take that picture. There you go. Like, I'm not waiting for that to come all the way around again. Yeah, there's 5 layers, but 2 of them always work. 2 of them always happen at the same time. So there's effectively 4 layers to shoot. Each pass is 60 seconds for 1 full rotation of the table. So it's a 4-minute process unless you miss one little spot and have to wait for it to come all the way back around just for that spot later. So far, so good. All right, then I'm going to try up on the ladder for start at the top. No, don't lose it. Okay. So it builds this little augmented reality dome over the object on the tray. So then you have to align the camera so that the dome turns a certain color to indicate that it's okay, and that it can see everything and understands the positioning of everything. And then it breaks it into, you're looking at a globe, a couple of different latitudes, and each latitude, has probably just as many vertical slices as the globe would. Probably 100 per, I don't know, something like that. And it takes a picture from every single one of those angles. And then uses math and puts them all together. See, but there, it's taking pictures as I'm stepping up into position and kind of wobbling around. So I just can't imagine that those pictures are great. That there'll be like weird segments. But hey, like I said before, this is a proof of concept kind of thing, just to get some interest drummed up. We're doing a more serious scanning approach, where we're not temporarily set up in a conference room on the meeting room or the meeting table, standing on a folding ladder. But for now, it works. It's almost done. And we'll see if this phone crashes trying to assemble it. All right, this one's running. Not as fast as the last one. Let me catch up on chat. Put that right there. Hey, Gail, welcome to the show. Good to have you. Hey, Fordman, I didn't get to say howdy. Bourbon Street Joe Nola, welcome to the stream. I'm a little late on that as well. I know we had Smokey for a bit. All right, I think I've said howdy to everybody. Oh, we got Rachel in here. Howdy, Rachel. Okay, I think I'm caught up to everybody, but man, oh man, I missed a bunch of chat. Oh yeah, going back to you guys talking about the mug. Oh yeah, the little handle on those mugs just feels great. I'm trying to shoot some tannerite, Fordman. Yeah, you know, sometimes it just doesn't. You nick it, you just keep hitting right next to it. Because you kind of got to put yourself as far away as you can in case of splashback. All right, I'll get caught back up. Here we go. So, honestly, I don't think it turned out that bad. It's a little wonky. I'm gonna try flattening it. It is pretty much flat across there. See if that works. Processing. Oh, still processing. Yeah, you guys see pretty much every week from 6 to 7. It takes when you're taking your time to open and explain what you're eating and talking through like the contents and taking the time to taste it and talk about what it tastes like. It takes an hour to eat a meal. I know a lot of folks just kind of chop out every little pause, every little moment, and have all these kind of like stitched together chunks, but I don't know. Leisurely review sometimes is better to get every little detail. All right, we're almost there, 91%. Fingers crossed. that it makes it to the end. Okay, so I don't think we did half bad there. Oh, what the heck? What did I screw up? It's processing again. Did I hit something? Uh-oh. It's trying to move it around behind, and I probably poked something I shouldn't. It's at 99%, whatever it's doing. It's got a good color to it. The lighting turned out nice. Let me see. Turn this up. Every time, I don't know why it's doing that when I press on it. I might be triggering something, but I was just going to try and show. There we go. I think it turned out good. Right down to the little green button. All right, so we'll wait till this finishes doing its new post-processing. I know this camera probably just needs a quick wipe with something. Get it closer to this. Oh. And then it'll probably be a heck of a lot clearer. Yeah, look at that. That does look a lot clearer. There we go. I think there was just like a little haze on the camera this whole time. Well, and this haze. But yeah, I think the color came out good. I think the quality of it looks good. We're going to keep that one. Just whatever processing it thinks it has to do again. Oh no, now it mangled the whole top. Oh, what did it do? I must have poked something. Now the top's all mangled. I think. Did I screw something up? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I went through like 4 rounds of post-processing, but oh, now it's got like some strings above it or something. We're gonna go in and we're gonna try some editing. Yeah, streaming's fun. I personally, I'm just terrible at editing video. So I like to do it live and just talk over the mistakes. All right, so this has got some weird, like, whoa, I think it might have crashed. No, it's the advertisement again. Oh, God, this thing got messed up somehow. Like in some regards, like I can read this text now. Some of it's up, you know, there's like weird points coming off of the whole object and there's no bottom to it. I don't know, part of me wants to rescan it one more time. The program is clone with a Q. like QLONE. And it's the one I've had the most success with. Though I also wanted to potentially try, some of these newer apps I got on the newer phone. I mean, nothing would work as well as like a good laser scanning rig, but I can't go out and buy one of those. So I've got like a couple different scan and capture programs where it's like photogrammetry things like this. It wants me to sign in. Can't remember which was which, but okay, this one did okay. I did some scans at home. But so this thing, what's really nice about Clone is that it works with this augmented reality map and gives everything context, little size details. So it scans that much better. These other ones, they end up, for one, they end up usually having the mat that you scan on end up as part of it. Like here's a scan I did of a can of Pepsi, and it's okay. It's all sorts of wonky when you get up close, though. I mean, yeah, like this whole section's all lumpy and crunchy and weird. But what I'm talking about is like down at the base of it. Well, not that way, but you can sort of tell. Yeah, there's like it's sitting. In this case, it was sitting on a white piece of paper, and it scans the piece of paper. Yeah, everything's going to get a little pixelated up front, up close. Like, I don't have insanely high-tech anything here. Oh, so this one was like manually sit there and take photos over and over and over and over and let it stitch them together. Or try this video thing. Let's try video. It's not showing video though. That's kind of disorienting. Like it's just showing a little counter there. And it's like, yeah, you're done. You took enough photos. It's like, no, I am in no way done. We're going to do this. We're going to do this for several layers up close. And then we're going to try it. But the thing is, it uses the details from all the other shots to kind of figure out what angle you were holding the phone instead of using a big AR cage. So kind of have a little bit more freedom with it and can get pretty close. Whereas with the other one, you need to be a certain distance so that you can see the whole mat and it can put context on what it's looking at. I just realized this whole stupid mat is going to be part of this model, I'm sure. So what's the best thing anybody ate for Independence Day? I was at my grandma's place this weekend, and yeah, there's always a stupid amount of good food there. So much good food. I'm still a little full from that. Can't 100% recall where we started, which is another part that I like about using the grid-based one, is that you don't have to wonder if you got a shot of something or not. Now this is where it gets hard. This is where I just kind of hope I'm keeping an even angle and hope that I'm keeping it in shot for the most part. This is the better camera with the stabilization and all that crazy stuff. So, we'll see. Whatever goes on here next, it's got to be something super interesting that you guys want to see scanned. I don't see anybody saying they went on the site collection.rationmuseum.com and found anything fun. So I swear, one of those two guys was going to send some British cans. There was one that was going to be, it was like a can of sugar, a can of rice maybe, I forget. It was a couple different things. But I did not see those. Maybe they were buried down in that one box. I'll have to take another look. Gonna get a little more directly over it this time. Yeah, there were some compost style cans, just a couple, and two lids. I forget which. There were a couple guys that were sending me stuff around the same time. And it's I swore it was one of those two, because I think that's all that was coming in. All right, hit stop there. And we will say, done. Oh, okay. Chop out. Please keep the number of captures under 200. Well, we have 203. Let's chop out the last 3. Okay, uploading. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot. I meant to swap this around that whole time. Sorry, guys. You did all that while I watched some bag rotate around, Tracy? I feel 10 times lazier now. So, photogrammetry uses like AI and hundreds of photos to infer angles in objects by like kind of drawing the line of sight to each surface and then making all those points match each other when laying all these photographs together. So usually the more The more pictures you have, the better. Which is why, another reason why I think this clone one might be better, because I swear there's more than 200 pictures that it shoots when it's doing that. We're at 73% on this one. And this one, oh, we're at 75% uploading. Then it has to process. But we did just take 200 pictures, which I think would actually be like 800 megabytes. Yeah, about that. I just realized I'm using the same internet to do that as I am to do this. Excuse me, but it looks like it's going through okay. I mean, this is 720, so it is a reduced quality stream that takes a quarter of the bandwidth as a 1080 stream. So we're not breaking any boundaries here in terms of, we're not setting any new records in terms of data usage. Maybe we'll change gears and we'll bust out that 1980 case and we'll take a look inside that. We'll see how this scan goes. And the other clone scan, I think, did pretty well. I touched the screen a couple times after it finished, and each time it was like twisting it and wrecking it somehow, and I didn't mean to, but I did. I messed it up. So I think that one was okay. I'm not going to rate this yet. I haven't really used it. So from here in the basement on the Wi-Fi, I stream in 720 just for safety's sake, because that's about 2000K in terms of data going out, and 1080p is more like 6,000 or 7,000. So 7 megabyte connection, 70 megabit connection. Wait. No. 7 megabit, 700 kilobyte. I don't know, something like that. Oh, 8. We're at 8%. This is going to be a little while. I could probably even reshoot the other one for a comparison while this one processes. So you know what? I will. We will try that again. We'll let this thing process. It's only at 9% now. I'm going to lose you guys in terms of keeping up with chat again for a little bit. Actually, no, I can put that up on the TV and I can try and stay better connected. It's just one more thing using the Wi-Fi, but that's a bridge we've already crossed at this point. Man, I always get bit up at my grandma's house. I got a bunch of bites this time. 2 weeks ago I was there, and I thought it was a major achievement that I came home with 0 bug bites. Like, I sprayed down, I tucked my pants into my socks. I was crazy about it, but yeah, this weekend I did not succeed. I have quite a few bites. They're just nasty bites. These little no-see-ums. What are they? Some kind of nymph or something? No, I forget what they are. Midge. Yeah, they're a biting midge, and they leave this like infected looking, wound within a day. It gets extremely itchy. It takes forever to heal. All right, so where is this? 16%. Yeah, that's still taking forever. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm trying to broadcast chat. Just so I can see it up on the TV. Oh, error on the TV. Just gotta pop this chat out and then stream that. All right, there we go. Yeah, I noticed somebody saying it might help with lagging. If you're ever having drop frames or skips or lags, start by reducing your bandwidth usage and see if it gets any better, because you might just be, you know, not able to push that bandwidth through at that speed and it's stuck buffering all the time. But like here, this laptop can do 1080. Everything can do 1080. I'm doing this out of the safety's sake. For one, not overtaxing the equipment. Two, for being able to work on Wi-Fi and all that. Like at home, I've got on a wired connection, and I can do 1080 without really worrying about it. But here, I just don't trust it. All right, so now I got chat up on the TV. And I can almost read it. Let me increase this. There we go. There we go. Now I know what you guys are saying. All right. Now I don't have to squint. Tiny screen. We're only at 23% on that other one processing. So yeah, I think we'll be able to rescan this entire one before that finishes processing. Which means I may just go ahead and get the high-res version of this again for the other phone. But who knows? Maybe that other model turns out really, really nice. We'll just have to see. We're almost done with the first whole layer, the double layer. Now, if I had a big shop set aside for this, better believe that I would just build a big metal ring, that would go over this whole thing, and then make like a magnetic mount that I could just stick to it. I mean, long term, I would have something that did it all on its own, moved along a little belt. It stopped in certain positions. So then you could just put something in, wait till the light turns green, take it out, put something else in. Because honestly, I think this system with the vent is really nice. The customer service for this company is terrible. They haven't really made any updates in a long time. So I don't know. You get the good and the bad. But if it makes the best quality scans quickly, although you got to think that other one is now working with 200 images shot at 4 or 5 times the resolution of what I'm shooting right here. So technically, it should be able to produce some really, really nice quality models from the pictures. But I don't know 100% about how it works. All right, we're moving on to layer 3. There's still a 4th layer after this, so. Oh, I have the dang TV on Top Chat. I'll have to fix that. I don't know if I missed anything since Kaylynn said, oops, I was laggy last night. Okay, coming up to the end of the third layer. I'll look over, the other thing is definitely still processing. The only thing I intend to do post-processing on this is the flatten top feature. Do that, and I'll leave it be, save it. I'll switch to Top Chat. So the collection website's coming along. Time to do some updating on the main site. Start talking about more stuff. That's been about a year since the last real update there. Gotta do some work on the Facebook. And there's little tasks all the time. Plugging away. Almost. All right. Now it's trying to process that. So far, so good on the lighting overhead, not messing with everything too much. So we're at 48% on the hyper-realistic one. See? And we're at 21% already on the one we just shot. Okay, let me switch top to live. Okay, so I missed. Oh no, that was just now. Shoot everything in 4K and drop to 1080, 1920 by 1080 for viewing. Yeah, the thing is, like, I have a friend, Duncan, who mentioned years ago, like, you shoot, if you can, shoot in the highest possible resolution. At the time, I was talking about, like, shooting in 1080 seeming unnecessary. Like, how, you can't really tell the difference between 720 and 1080, so why shoot in 1080? It seems a little, like, jagged and weird, too, which just came down to, like, frames per second and other stuff like that, you know, getting used to shooting in a different kind of resolution. But, yeah, he was like, you know, when you come back to this in years, you know, the highest resolution you're shooting with at a time always ends up looking, you know, tiny compared to whatever you're used to at the time. Oh no, what did it just freaked out? It just freaked out. It made it. Oh, this camera's about to die already. That's crazy. Ah, got to 100% and it showed it and then it crashed. I don't want to scan this thing again. This is a little less than fun. So this thing, it looked great. It looked great. It just crashed again as soon as it finished. I just plugged it in so it could maybe get a little bit more of a charge, but yeah, that may not work out so well. This one's at 59%, so we'll give that a shot. I'm gonna look back through this box over here and see if I spot, crammed into the other corner or something. No, they're just not there. Maybe that was a whole nother box or a whole different person. I don't think so, though. Just gonna double check. So I got a package from Scott and a package from Bill. This is the wrong email to check. This is, I just keep opening the same window. Okay, open the right window this time. Why is it? I don't know why, but it's signed into just about everything but what it should be. Okay, signed back in. Everything looks all right there. Now, just gonna check my email and see. Is there another box, or am I not getting the combo stuff? So, okay. Got the flight feeding ration from Bill. There was Scott. And there was Tekla. Did I already open the box from Tekla and that's what it was? Yeah, I must have. Because I kind of remember, so Tekla. No, Tekla was the one that was the CH-47 refueler. Bill was something. Bill did something else. Bill that I talked to later that sent the in-flight. I don't know if he gave me details via email. Yeah, we talked back in May about this. So it was Tekla that sent the compo stuff. Did I already go through that? I'll be right back. I'm gonna just check a box, or check for a box next door. Yeah, we got that one. We went through it. That's right, because it had the can of oatmeal blocks, and I thought that was neat, as opposed to the little, like, foilish packages that, the oatmeal blocks come in later ones. All right, so we're at 79% and counting on this one. So the other phone was nearly dead. It was all the way down to 30 from 100 from just doing like 3 scans. didn't bring a backup battery, so that's charging over there. I think that might be why it crashed, because it got down to emergency power conservation mode. Ooh, I have a favorite jerky company. I even have a referral code somewhere. People's Choice Beef Jerky. That's some really good stuff. So what are we thinking? I'm thinking scanning is yet again probably not a super duper success. Because if this is what it takes, timing wise, to make a model every time with this other program, that's not going to work. The tray scan didn't work on this, but we tried the other scan. So this is on the low res mode, but it did work. I am still tempted to snag that clone program and give this one more shot. Just snag the paid version, I mean. Rough cut beef jerky. I'm a big fan of really thick beef jerky, but it doesn't last as long as the like paper thin stuff. Paper thin stuff that gets like hard. You know, that stuff lasts. That stuff lasts really well, but not quite as enjoyable. 87%. All right, we're almost there on this. Haven't spotted anyone on Twitch so far, but if there's anybody lurking over there, howdy, feel free to jump in. Your comments will show up down below in the on-screen chat, vice versa. You can see the YouTube comments down there. Someday I'll probably try and get a bot to push comments from one into the chat of the other. I just see we got a couple folks over there, or, you know, a couple listed viewers, but yeah, anybody got any questions about the museum? Throw them out. Excuse me, throw them out there. 90%. This thing is just crawling. And the phone itself is down to 80% power. Yeah, that's just the fun of it. I don't think I have any more snack kind of stuff laying around here. I took a lot of it home, and then I ate all of it over the course of a couple months. Thanks again for everybody who sent stuff in over the last year and change. You know, thanks to you guys, I've had the opportunity to just, you know, have a snack time pate or a fondue or a, you know, random British flapjack thing. They've been fun. All right, this is at 90%. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to be right back. And based on that, we'll decide whether or not we're going to jump in and try and take one more with the new phone and paid clone program. And yeah, we'll go from there. Otherwise, I think we'll probably take a look inside this 1980 MRE, which we're going to do. We're going to open up that case no matter what tonight. I think we can maybe get, hey, whoa, actually, this just finished. Check the generated 3D model. The screen looked like crazy nonsense for a minute there. See, it's got the whole dang map. But, oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. Oh God, you guys can't quite see what I'm seeing in terms of quality here. Let's get this behind, get some light behind this so you can see what I'm seeing. They're on different planets as far as quality goes. this one. It's going to be so hard to show you guys anything here. That's just, that's not helping, that's hurting. So, sorry, it's so hard to get a good angle that this camera can see that I can actually control. It's not just reflecting all these lights. All right, coming over here. Shouldn't be any crazy lights in the background over here. Look at that. Like, that's the cord going around it. Like, that's the detail on it. Like, this is the Velcro. Like, you can see every individual stitch. There's no like crazy broken nonsense to it. You can even see that these go down inside. Like this is nice. Oh my God. Yeah, Kaylynn, I'd like to shoot it from, well, because think about it, you gotta get on the side, you gotta get this angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle to make a dome over the entire thing. So a tripod can't go above it, you know. But this is insane how nice this is. I mean, I have to deal with the, mat. You can see the checkerboard. I don't know what to do about that exactly. Eliminating that. But I can always take this into some other program and play with it and see if that's easy to do. Could always trim that down to something. I wonder if it sees nothing else, like if the white space is big enough, will it intelligently cut the model out? Because before, like, I was shooting on a piece of paper and it kept the piece of paper, but it cut out all the wood around that from the floor that I was shooting on. This is crazy, crazy, crazy good detail. The other model looks like junk compared to this. Yeah, one down, 1,000 to go. You know, hey, if you fly to Philly and you want to sit in this basement and scan things, you know, you can crash in my spare room and you can spend, you know, all day, every day in here. I will support that. You know, you're welcome to. We can take turns just scanning. It'll be good times. I'm gonna put Ration here, and we're gonna take a look at this, or I'm gonna take a look at this later in another, you know, on a computer if I can. I mean, it's just really nice. Can't tell how this eraser works, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm afraid I'm gonna break something. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this too much more. I am, oh my God, it's just so detailed. Just looking down at the top of it. Now, caution, Do not operate while inside is wet or damp. But it's so deep. Oh my god, it's just so detailed. All right, so I'm convinced the old camera, no good. Can't work with it. Crashes too much, too slow. This thing can make insanely good high detail scans. I don't know if the new paid clone can do anything like this. I need to figure out how to reduce what the base looks like under this and how to shoot more of these quicker, because waiting on this to process, maybe I can leave the job while it's running. I don't know, but I got some stuff to figure out, I guess, on my end before we go too much further with this. But this scan, this is insane. This is so nice. I'm going to be able to make some really cool modern stuff, but I don't know if it's going to work on a website looking anything like this. Getting those other models down in size was a chore. I bet you this is pretty big file-wise. Compress is an option. All right, so I'm going to stop this. We'll let that other one keep charging for now. And we are going to take a look inside a 1980 case in just a minute. I'm just gonna walk away for just a few moments, and then we'll look inside this 1980 case, and then we'll jump into a kosher ration and see what the experience is there. I'm excited for the separate accessory packet and all the weird stuff that's in that. Oh yeah, we got the vegan cake thing. That's right. I got to try one of those weird vegan cakes. All right, so I'll be back just 2 minutes, and we'll jump into that. Well, we'll jump into the 1980 case and then that. Okay, I'm back. I had to grab a snack. I'm just gonna have a couple cookies. So it's crazy. These things, over time, so you get the same number of pouches per pack as you did before, but now instead of 280, they went straight to 140. They just cut it right in half, and now they give you four cookies per pouch. Right. Shrinkflation, you know? All right, so we'll shut this off. I really like the model that came out of it. They really are addicting. I like the model that came out of it. I've got a lot to learn, and I don't want to make you guys sit there while I hold still through hundreds of photos again. So I'll just get this shut down one bit at a time. Well, I guess I can leave that going. Camera-wise, I mean. So I'm gonna turn that on. That. Gotta be careful with this board because any chips or dents or bends throw off the grid thing, but at this point, may not use the grid thing anymore. Like, it's a good tactic, it's smart, but you know, it just doesn't seem to produce the same quality thing. But again, I'm using the old phone. Excuse me, I wonder if using the new phone would work. Just don't want to buy the thing again. Thankfully, I got refunded on the second one because it didn't work on that phone. So within like 5 minutes of, the first crash, because it was just so quick and it just kept crashing every time I restarted, I just contacted Google, said refund that. And they didn't give me any hassle for it, so that was nice. All right, so we will swap over here. And take a look at this original case of MREs. We're going to carefully get the bands off. We are not going to cut these. And as far as I know, this hasn't been opened. It may well have been. We'll find out. So this end, you can see it's crushed. Again, the guy had that clearly represented. That wasn't a mistake. Or, I mean, that wasn't something hidden. And that wasn't something that happened in the mail on the way to me. It probably happened in the mail on the way to him the last time. So we're going to try and bend that back as best we can once we open this. So these are not prototypes. Just making sure that's clear. These are not prototype MREs. That would have been quite a bit earlier. It's smashed. That would have been quite a bit earlier. Yeah, these have not been opened. The glue is the same on both sides. You got a corner to one sticking through here. Interesting. I wonder if it may even just be an empty bag used to face the bottom. They used to do that. We got this smashed corner. We're gonna go in from the top. Breaking the seal. You know, some people might say, "Oh God, you know, their value is better sealed. The case is better sealed." You know, the Ration Museum doesn't acquire these things to resell them, so that doesn't matter as much. I don't know if you guys can hear this. The stretching of the cardboard. Interesting sound. All right, so we got a nice looking organized case. Open this corner back here. I don't want to tear. We got to try and crush it back or pop it back out from the inside. So that's this corner. We're going to try and pop this back out. Okay, we're going to empty the box first because that is not cooperating. And I can't pull the flaps without tearing. So right off the bat, this bag has got a texture to it. I think this one does too, maybe. Yeah, this one does too. All the rest are smooth. So let's take a look at one of these textured bags. See what we got. We got meal, ready to eat, individual, beef stew, menu 5. Sterling Heights. So this is a Cadillac Products packing job. I don't know if you'll be able to get to where you can tell if there's a texture. Yeah, you can kind of see it. That fuzz. It's got a really interesting rough texture through the whole bag that I have not encountered in an MRE ever before. So I'm going to check this one. Totally different printing. So this we got meal ready to eat, individual, menu number 9, Chicago King, Cadillac Products. But then right next to it is this other one, where you can see there's no space between the accessory packet line and Cadillac Products. That's a neat inconsistency. They're both a different shade as well. We got menu number 8, beef diced with gravy. And this is also Cadillac. This does not have that crazy texture. I don't think any of the rest of them do, but. So was this case actually marked as Cadillac Products? No, this case is marked as Right Away Foods Corp, McAllen, Texas. It is a little, you know, that's a good comparison. It is a little bit like shark skin. I want to be able to pack these back in just how they came out, so I'm just going to check them in place and put them back. Oh wait, no, I do need to empty the corner to try and pop the corner out, but we'll only do that. Okay, so we looked at the first two. The next one, we've got a menu number 4, beef slices and barbecue sauce. You know, I should bring up a 1980 case. I'm doing it on MRE info. See if ours match, because back then, weird menus that only showed up in a couple runs was definitely a thing. So you could see stuff in 80, 81, 82 that just wasn't a real menu, you know? Okay, he doesn't have 1980. He has 1981 to 85 as the first gen. We can compare to that, but I would assume we got some differences. Beef slices and barbecue sauce is number 4. Number 5 is beef stew. Number 8 is diced beef with gravy. Number 9 is chicken a la cake. So, okay, so everything matches so far for the 1981 menus. So this one is menu number 3, beef patties, plural. This one's marked not for in-flight, pre-flight use. Accessory packet B, menu 3, beef patties. Let's see, menu 3, beef patty singular, freeze-dried. So, probably the same thing. And then, well, this one's got that weird pattern too. I think it's something to do with just the making of the plastic, because there's parts of this that are smooth, parts of this that are rough. And this ink was double struck. See, everything's got kind of like a little ghost around it. This is number 10, meatballs and barbecue sauce. These seem perfect in terms of like just the feel of them. There's no stains. There's no, nothing gross about any of them. Wait, what did I just say that was? That was meatballs, number 10. Oh, sorry, camera. Number 10, meatballs and barbecue sauce. And we'll see if we get 12 or 12B out of this. Oh wow, look at this weird long arrangement here. So there's a little growtiness to the packet. I wonder why. This is the number 12, beef ground with spice sauce. So that's the standard 12. Some of the older ones had randomly chicken loaf. That's their number 12. We got ham slices is number 11. I want to say that became menu 8 later on. We got beef, ground, spice with sauce. So we got another number 12. So we aren't going to have a complete taste with this one. And that does say basically which one I'm going to try and eat if I do eat one. Menu 6, Frankfurters. We got ourselves a original first gen 5 fingers of death. There we go. Frankfurters. Maybe the bottom text will read a little better. Maybe not. Accessory packet E on that one. And then we got very smooth one. Pork patties, menu number 1. And last but not least, at the crushed corner, we have number 7, turkey, diced with gravy, in a half rough, half smooth package. So yeah, there's something weird going on with the packaging itself. So let's try and fix this corner. Let's get a couple of these out of there. Oh, we got a piece of paper that was protecting the inside from the staples. So we'll try and put that back. Wow. All right, I'm gonna take this over here. finger. That's sorry, I'm thinking Five Finger Death Punch. That's a band. Oh man, this is very formed. I really want to pop it back out, so I'm gonna try here. Because if we can't, then it's basically normal looking. We're looking at this crazy dent here. There we go. There we go. Man, this is some tough cardboard. Like you see these things and it's like, you know, can take 500 pounds of stacked weight. So you gotta wonder what it took to crush a corner and what it takes to uncrush it. There we go. I would call that much better. Successfully uncrushed as best as we can get it there. So honestly, there's, you know, so there, let's figure out what the one missing menu was in a second. Everything fits in pretty well, end to end. Yeah, this is a good find. These are in good shape. I'm happy with them. This box has a little crush too. That helps us line it right back up where it was. Right, so the bags, oh, I didn't put that paper back in. Don't want to lose that. That's part of the history of the case production. So this piece of paper has some marks from staples. It's crushed because it was in that particular corner, but this was socketed right in here, like that, so that the staples didn't mess with the bags. So I mean, like overall, they cared about the bags. This case is as close as you're going to get to MREs in an MCI case. This is the same stock, the same card stock, or not card stock, the same cardboard, and same staple pattern. It's very, very rigid stuff. So this box was from May of 1980. The case was packed in October 1980. It is lot 16. The first production run of MREs. I am very pleased with this find. Whoop. Yeah, the bags look great. There were no leaks. There were no there were no holes of any kind. They seem to be in very nice shape in terms of like just the feel of everything. It didn't feel like anything was, off, crunchy or unstable or anything. So, if that's the case, we'll find out soon, because I'm almost certainly going to keep that extra menu 12, since that's not, won't really matter whether or not there's 12th one in the case in that sense. Okay, so what didn't we have? We had 12, 11, 10, 9. I don't think we had a menu 2 ham and chicken loaf. Pretty sure that's what's missing there. Ham and chicken loaf. Had a pineapple nut cake, freeze-dried fruit, peanut butter cracker spoon. Yeah, these are all, I think they're a little low on calories. These are probably closer to totems than they are to, you know, the MREs we're used to. So, yeah, each of these has like beef patty freeze-dried. Oh, no, they do have some sides. Okay, so I guess the freeze-dried fruit can count it as a side, but it's just a little thing, you know? Because a lot of these have beans, and those are the ones that are marked not for pre-flight and flight use. And that's really the only reason is, you know, anything that might give you gas, they don't want being distributed for planes. Nothing to do with like any difference in recooking it or anything like that. Just don't want to cause gastric distress for folks that are in the air. It's a lot more to deal with. So yeah, most of these, that's their side, is beans. Just beans. Either freeze-dried fruit, freeze-dried potato patty, or beans. And then they all have, let's see, this one's got, menu 12 has a cookie chocolate covered. That's like my favorite old cookie type. I wonder if it's going to be a brick or if it's going to be flat, you know, like a wide flat one. It seems like it's in good shape, so I'm excited for that. Would have been nicer if we had a complete case with all 12 menus, but, you know, cataloging, I mean, getting to actually take a look at a 1980, you know, Gen 1, Run 1, Lot 16. I think that's going to be a neat one. A round cookie. They did have round cookie chocolate covereds. I do have a bunch of those from, I want to say LRPs and stuff. That would be interesting too. Those tend not to last. I don't have any. I guess I have had some that aren't terrible. Let's see, jelly, crackers, cocoa spoon, etc., etc. So in this number 12, we got freeze-dried fruit, which could be any of them. I think could be potentially the cherries, could be peaches, could just be a mixed fruit cocktail. This might mean it's all fruit cocktail. I'm not sure. Peanut butter cracker spoon, accessory packet C. So, I mean, that does seem pretty simple to me. One little puck of freeze-dried fruit, one chocolate-covered cookie, crackers and peanut butter, and then the main. You know, the ones with beans seem like there'd be a bit of a difference in terms of calorie intake. Hey, Tracy, it was great having you here. I appreciate it. Gonna miss the kosher ration, but thanks very much for that beef stew LRP. I'll definitely enjoy that on stream. So I'll let you know, or I'll try and keep you in the loop. Check the descriptions when I put the links up for the new for the next week's video on YouTube, because I try and say what I'm going to be eating. This week I didn't know because I was coming in here and I forgot what was in here. But hey, it was great having you here. All right, so it is 6 o'clock, and we are going to take a look at the kosher rations again, a little more in depth this time. So we've got ourselves a nice little tray set, and I'll put that off to the side. this case of kosher rations. We opened from the bottom last time. And right here. So I'm going to pull out. We've got the entrees are in this lower box. The accessory packets are in the upper box. They aren't all the same. And it's such a shame that this got poured, got left in the pouring rain. But let's take a look. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're meant to mix and match between accessory packets and the actual rations. But I'll just double check if there's any indication. Fair enough. So I might take that back to my house and do it next week then. I don't know. I'm going to try and get in here. It's like $20 for the parking garage to be in here for even just 4 or 5 hours. So I was going to do street parking this time, which I think I could have gotten down to like $8. I would have had to run out to the meter just once in the middle, but this whole neighborhood is on no parking for the holiday. So there's police tow-away signs on every post and on everything. That's like no parking until the 5th. But, all right, so we've got a lot of good choices here. Jalapeno curry beef with potatoes. Let me swap cameras so you guys can see this a lot more clearly. All right, so we got jalapeno curry beef with potatoes. We got chicken noodle stew with vegetables. And we have white chicken and rice with vegetables. I am not in love with the idea of either of the chicken and vegetables ones. I'm liking the curry beef ones. That's an idea. We've got chicken royale brown rice. Don't know what chicken royale means exactly. Seems like it has a lot of vegetables and onion and stuff. New Orleans gumbo with chicken. That's on the maybe pile. Pasta and marinara sauce and vegetable crumbles. Or veggie crumbles. So a TVP, extra vegetable protein meal. Kaylynn says, are you close to a city bus stop at home? So it takes me 9 minutes to 12 minutes to drive here. The city bus route that would get me here takes an hour and 15 minutes and involves 3 changes. I don't want to save money that much. Like, I just can't stand public transit in this city. It's not well maintained. It's dangerous. It's just like an awful environment where you just don't feel safe or welcome. They don't care about cleanliness and the actual, bus maintenance, whoever's in charge of that stuff. So there's just gross stuff that you might accidentally sit in or step in. I don't know. It's just... Plus, I get motion sick when I'm sitting sideways or backwards, so I don't know. I get what you're saying. Could do that, but I wish there was just more of a straight stretch. So we got 2 bean vegetarian chili. 2 beans. This also has textured vegetable protein. It's got kidney beans and black beans. All right. We already looked at that. So then this one, we got classic curry chicken and basmati rice, lentils, and vegetables. Hickory smoked beef and brown rice, mushrooms, lentils, and vegetables. Lentil stew with potatoes. Tuscan beef with cannellini, beans, lentils, and vegetables. And a second lentil stew with potatoes. Really? Well, that's boring. Two are the same. All right, so these are what I'm leaning towards. What do you guys think? Yeah, parking fines are just terrible here. Like, run in somewhere and think, 2 minutes you're going to make it, and no, you don't, and it's like $125, to make a mistake. But, I've learned my lesson. I'll find the dang meter and I'll pay for it if I'm going to stop somewhere and leave sight of my vehicle. All right, so we got the New Orleans gumbo, we got the jalapeno curry beef, and we got hickory smoked beef and brown rice, mushrooms, lentils, and vegetables. I think I'm still leaning towards the very first one I looked at, the jalapeno curry beef. Like, jalapeno curry just sounds like a really interesting concept to me. 80 euros is a lot of money. I would not want to get fined 80 euros for something. That sounds like right around the same amount. There's a lot of tickets in Philly that are only $26 and $52 and $76, but some of them are over 100. All right, I'm not hearing a bunch of call outs for anything specific, so I think I'm going to go with the jalapeno beef or jalapeno curry beef with potatoes. So let's take a look at the accessory packets. Because we had some crazy ones. So these are all just different packets. I don't want to overthink it too much. I'm just going to grab a couple and choose one of these. So we've got, this one's got ranch chickpeas, roasted salted corn nuggets. I definitely want one of those vegan cakes. I don't see that in this one. Well, actually, nope, I do. There is one of those in here. So this sounds okay. This one, we've got barbecue chickpeas. Oh, this is the one that we opened to take a look at, so maybe we just go ahead and eat this one. This is the one that we opened last week just to look inside. This had diced mango. It had a vegan brownie. It had tortillas. Tortillas feel like they should go with something. Potentially something with rice. So I don't know. I don't know that I'd put the jalapeno curry beef in tortillas. I'm gonna go for this one where I can see that it's got a barbecue chickpeas. That sounds good. Okay. So let's get this a lot closer. I've got oil and bag setup ready, though we do have a heater here. So, I don't know, what do you think? Do we use the heater, or do we get the pot going and boil? I think try the heater, see if they give the folks, eating the kosher rations, high quality heaters or not. So we've got protein-rich hot chocolate. So we're going to want to start heating up some water right away. Don't need those. We got barbecue chickpeas. We've got dry roasted salted peanuts. Yeah, Yeah, these are kosher rations. Yeah. The entrees and accessory packets are just two separate boxes. Generally, you can pick between them. So, as Kaylynn saying, the My Own Meal kosher ration accessory packets were identical, except for little candies. Did not have FRHs. Thank you for the info, Kaylynn. I appreciate that. I've only seen like individual My Own Meal boxes, but I guess that's just the entree. And I've had a few of those. So we got a vegan lemon cookie. You know, it's a very solid cookie. It's not one of the brownies, but it is still a vegan thing. Which is interesting because it's not like this menu is vegan. I mean, it's not like most of these things are vegan. We got a whole thing of Kleenexes, tissues, which do not make good, like, paper towels. So that always felt a little weird. All right, who was the matchmaker on these? Atlas. These are made by Atlas Match Company. Yeah, there we go. Atlas Match. We got a tiny, tiny little packet of sugar-free iced tea, like pretty small. We got a Victoria Bay moist towelette. We got salt and pepper. There's two little McDonald's style separate packets. We got a spoon, decent depth spoon. I'm not gonna bend it too much because knowing my luck, it would just shatter. So there's only two. Smokey. They keep doing it in these pictures where they're doing this. They're doing. I promise you, there's only two. They're just doing this, where they're taking the blue box and then putting the green box and then put the red box, and acting like, hey, look, it's all three parts. Blue is just the outer box. So there's no third collection of food items. There's just entrees and accessory packs. Just so you're not disappointed, because I was a little bit when I pulled those out. I was like, they're missing a whole third box. Where's the third box? I wanted to see what was in there. Hey, Randy, happy Independence Day. Good to have you. Oh, there's a second packet of iced tea in here. So we got two little sugar-free iced teas. We got our salt and pepper there. We got no sugar, no sides of sugar, but that's fine. Don't need one. These little cards don't really say anything specific that we need to know, so we'll pop those over there. All right. Well, it's good to stay busy. A busy life is an interesting life. Where, I can't imagine being bored anymore. There's just too much to do. Always gotta choose and put stuff off. Okay, so this comes off as curry beef, and then KOF-K meat, which I'm sure part of that stands for kosher. It's very, very liquidy. This one's going to be very curry, little beef. There are chunks in there. Feel just a little bit. Yeah, the iced tea mix is sugar-free, which is interesting. You know, I think I mentioned this when we opened these a month ago or so. I just find it interesting whenever a sugar-free drink is included in a ration, because they're trying to pack calories. And it just feels like, it's a little extra thing that you don't really expect them to care so much about adding tastiness without specifically taking into account how much you're going to get in terms of additional calories. So the newer style MagTech pouches, they're really nice. They don't leak. Been seeing more of these lately. These heat up pretty quick. So we'll see if that holds true here. We're gonna grab this great big water pot. Get this thing cooking in a minute. Man, I'm excited about the quality of that one 3D scan. I mean, granted, the timing to get them done is a bit crazy, but if I could crank out one or two of those before a stream every time I'm over here, that'd be nice. Or even take some things back and crank them out at home. Yeah, Splenda in the accessory packets was a weird choice, right? Okay, so we're gonna combine. So this is a wide-looking package, but I guess it's standard. It doesn't seem too crazy, so it fits. It's right up against the edges, though, which I always get nervous that I'm going to puncture somewhere along the side, but it's all right. We're just going to add a tiny bit of water. That's about perfect. Drop everything down in. It's a little awkward. Everything's a little, getting stuck a little bit more than normal. All right, that should be good enough. All right, just for you, buddy, we got Rock or Something. Everybody say hi to Rock or Something Reviews. All right, this is getting really hot already. That's nice. We're just gonna make sure that the whole heater unit gets super duper. Whoa, okay. That is cranking out heat. That is awesome. So we're gonna take this little cup, invert it. That's our or something today. And we're gonna pop that up at the back there. Let that cook. That is audibly fizzing along there. That's what I like. That's what I like. Okay, so we got plenty of water here, way too much. It's gonna take forever to boil. I'm gonna make actually I'm gonna dump most of it, but we're gonna make the iced tea first. So we've got these two packets, they each make, do not say. They don't say. So they say their ingredients, they say their nutrition facts, neither on the front nor the back do they say what amount of water they should be mixed with. The packets are very lightly printed, packed by CCI Brick, New Jersey, or CCI Brick, New Jersey. All right, we're gonna try one packet in a tumbler, and if it's not strong enough, we will add the second packet. cold water. This is going to be sweetened iced tea. Artificially sweetened iced tea. Randy says, got that sharpening stone in a box in your truck. Truck is broke down. Forgot to take it out. Mail. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm not sitting here stomping my foot like, where the heck is that? Although you'll have to bear with me as I drag my poor dull knife over stuff because I just don't have a dang stone because I'm an idiot. I left a good one in Montana. Sorry to hear your truck's having issues. I don't recall, Randy, have you been back since I got a car finally? I got my 1998 Saab 900S, which I've now put about 1,000 miles on, and I'm liking it. Okay, this is enough. This one packet is good there. We have this spare packet if I want to have a little more, and we got this rich hot chocolate, so I'm going to cook some of that up. But first I'm going to dump most of this because I don't need it now. I'm not boiling the whole thing in bag. Be right back. All right, we'll get it up. There we go. This ration over here is getting pretty darn hot. Very, very hot, I should say. Yeah, who was saying they like the little handles on these? I always like them. They've got a really interesting, very nice feel to them. They don't transfer like any heat at all. So this is K-Hands USA hot for protein-rich hot chocolate, packed by CCI. So this is another kind of weak label, it looks like, but 0222 048. Alright, that's a little close to the microphone, so sorry about that. I'm sure that's all you guys can hear right now. I'll try and block some of it. You're just going to hear some boiling noise. Apologies, it's pretty loud, but it's almost boiling, so we won't need it to cook for much longer. Right, we got the tray there. Let's take a look at this vegan lemon cookie. This one's made for La Brioude by, I don't know exactly. And so, okay, so there's a packaged cookie on the inside of this. That packaged cookie doesn't really want to let go. All right, so that finished boiling already. This packaged cookie doesn't really want to let go of this. Oh, no, I thought this was gonna be a little damp or something. But, man, okay, so that gets packed in there pretty hard. And we've got, there was a desiccant in with the cookie on the outside of this. And it looks like a muffin top that's just been crushed. It's a little kind of gritty. Like you can taste the crystallized sugar in it. I mean, like, you can feel. I mean, like, yeah, I would hope you could taste the sugar, but I mean, you're crunching it up as you're eating the cookie. All right, so let's look at these barbecue chicken. Another desiccant pack. Got some dry roasted salted peanuts. And another desiccant pack. We're definitely not skimping on the oxygen absorption protection. All right, this seems like it's going to be cooked by now. Oh my God, yeah. We're just going to take that off. Pull this whole thing out. It is super hot. This is still bubbling. We'll see. All right, we're going to use boiling water. Make some protein-rich hot chocolate. Got a fly buzzing around. Now this looks pretty rich. Just got to make sure I crush up all the bits. Just brought some chunks out of the bottom. There's still a little bit. All right. So let's dump out entree. Then we'll get a closer look at it. We can share a spot there. All right, so this smells fantastic. First thoughts. It's a yellow curry. I can see little green flecks throughout that I'm really hoping are just like chunks of jalapeno. Now that I see how thin it is, the tortilla might not have been crazy, but honestly, so it's kind of a tougher beef. Really quite chewy beef. It has that almost like if you have like Dinty Moore beef stew, and it's a little drier and chewier, kind of like that. The flavor of this is a great deal better than anything Dinty Moore. So there are lentils in this. Let's see, get a couple. I'm spilling just a little. The label didn't say lentils, whereas like half the other ones did, so I thought maybe this one wasn't a lentil dish. You know, we didn't have much in the way of potatoes. I've eaten like 2 chunks, so there's 3 more. Probably have 4 chunks of meat. The meat itself is like, sorry, just trying to get it to where you can actually see it. The meat is like a diced, cubed kind of variety. Little cubes. I'm at a weird angle here where coming off the corner of the tray. There is no, oh yeah, there's no paper towel, but there are these tissues. Let's see what kind of napkin quality they have. They just seem like they fall apart, but maybe I'm crazy. They seem okay. Honestly, well, yeah, they're fine, and there's an abundance of them, so you can do that and not worry about spilling so much. Amelié, this is a kosher jalapeno curried beef with potatoes, and I grabbed the accessory packet that had barbecue chickpeas, roasted, salted peanuts, a vegan lemon cookie. The vegan lemon cookie looks like a crushed maple muffin top, super dense, like muffin top, and kind of eats like that. You know, it's great. It's got a lemon, you know, a nice lemon taste to it. It's got granulated sugar in it that you can crunch up. But yeah, it's just like, it's like someone took a muffin top, pressed it real tight together. So far, I'm loving this. This is a great meal. Take a look at some of these peanuts. They look good and salty. Yeah, Randy, just make sure those are kept somewhere, if possible, 65 degrees. No more than like 75 degrees if you're going to keep them for long-term storage, and they'll be fine for a long time. But they do have peel-top plastic seals, which don't last forever, so I wouldn't keep them more than, say, 6 or 8 years. You probably want to try one every 2 years or so if you have like 100 of them or something. I don't know what you're sitting on, but if they ever start to taste a tiny bit sour or sharp, you want to get rid of, you know, I mean, not get rid of, you want to get through the rest of them soon and cycle them. But the main difference between something like a Dinty Moore meal and an MRE in terms of preservation is just the, you know, the seal versus the outside world. And those glued on peel top seals, you know, they develop little micro cracks over time and that kind of stuff. And, you know, the glue dries out, the seal doesn't last as long. You know, the MREs are, you know, more industrially sealed when they're and cooked in the bag. So I've had MREs at 40 years old, but I've had bad Dinty Moore meals at, you know, 4 years old. But just, they're no good. But if you keep them cold, you know, like under 70, under 60 would be amazing. You know, you'll do great there. You know, then they'll last a long time. I know folks who've kept them like in their furnace room, and it's like, no, that's not a good place to keep storage food. It's going to go bad real quick. Top of the muffin to you. That's what we're going to call it. I think that was Seinfeld. Could be wrong. Stew is in a cool spot. Good. There's a good spice to this. This has a really nice jalapeno flavor. It's got some good vegetables. Nothing crunchy. Everything's, Campbell's level consistency. But yeah, I would eat one of these any day. This is a really nice tasting meal. The curry's definitely a little thin, and it would go great with some rice. But I would consider that, a really high quality ration there. I enjoyed that. Let's see if the cocoa is cooled down enough to try it. Uh-oh. Got a little curry on me there. Let's see the cocoa. Ooh, it's got a rich chocolate taste. The very first nip of it had that almost chemical kind of hit, but didn't stick with it. Oh, there's a little fly in here. At least I think that's a fly. I don't know what that is actually, but landed on the laptop, not on the food. Take that to mean whatever you will. All right, let's try these barbecue chickpeas. Those are awesome. Those are fantastic. They've got, a nutty crunch. They've got kind of like that, like you're eating a mouthful of peanuts, but not peanut buttery taste, but they've got that, kind of nutty crunch to them. And they kind of turn into the consistency of like a peanut butter, chickpea butter, which I guess chickpea butter is basically hummus. Well, I guess there's other, other ingredients in hummus by a little bit. Oh, the fly wants to hack the museum website, yet absorb the data through the side of the computer. Kaylynn's bedroom is the surface of a local star at 760 degrees. These are awesome. There's a lot of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish them. I don't think I'm going to. There's a lot of food here overall. Sesame and chickpea. Got it. This iced tea is really good. And I drink a lot of sugar-free drinks, so, that doesn't bother me at all. It's just, it always seems a little weird when it's in an MRE, The chocolate milk, I don't know, it's thick, and it kind of varies in taste, but that could be that I'm eating barbecue and chocolate, jalapeno, and all that. Take a closer look at this cookie cross section. So it's not crunchy. but it's not soft either. But it does pull apart, you know, without force. Kaylynn, you know, there's whole parts of the world where, you know, there's just this staunch belief that running a fan in your room at night will steal the air away from you and you'll suffocate. There's nothing to support that. It won't happen. But yeah, it's just this weird thing. They call it fan death, and it's not based in anything. And I want to say the phenomenon of people being like concerned about it is most prevalent in like Korea or something. China. Sounds like a great place, Randy. Old livery stable. I would consider this meal a success. I really, really enjoyed it. This vegan cookie is just really good. Let's take a look at the ingredients on that. If I can unmangle this package, it's not playing nice trying to come out of there. All right. We have got gluten-free oat flour, cane sugar, canola oil, natural rice syrup, fruit juice, potato starch, tapioca flour, leavening, cellulose gum, modified cellulose, lemon extract, vanilla baking soda with Stanton gum, salt, sodium benzoate, natural mixed tocopherols. I think they're scents. I think so. I'm not sure. But cellulose gum and modified cellulose. There are multiple sources for that, but for a while there, folks were getting away with putting that on packaging and using sawdust. Because, I mean, that is cellulose. The yard's just saturated with iron deposits. Well, get digging. Welcome back, Mike. I hope it wasn't too much of an endeavor. I actually changed the wheel on a tractor 2 days ago. Saturday afternoon, and I didn't understand the parking brake on it too well, so it was rolling a little bit after I got the one rear wheel up on a big block, kind of keep the whole thing in the air, and it started to roll, and I jammed more blocks behind it, and it stayed fine. But afterwards, I realized I did the whole parking brake totally wrong, and it probably would have held rock solid if I did right. But Grandma, if you're watching, thanks for helping with that. I made my poor grandma push cinder blocks around and try and get the wheel on the axle while I was holding the whole thing up in the air. It was definitely a heavy one, but those barbecue chickpeas are great. Mike, if you weren't here for the beginning of the meal, we are currently finishing up a kosher ration. We chose the accessory packet that had a lemon vegan cookie and barbecue chickpeas and roasted salted peanuts, hot chocolate, and went along with a jalapeno beef curry with potatoes. That's the entree. It was kosher. It was from this case. Oh, I dropped it. From La Briute Kosher Rations, which the NSN is the NSN and the the DLA subsistence ordering, so that is official. It's kind of like how those prison rations are official go-to wars. So this is the first one I'm eating from it. Have you've had some? What were your favorites so far? Or what have you tried so far from it? This was the first one I pulled out of there. It just seemed like the most interesting meal. Oh my God. Okay, so as I drink the hot chocolate, I kind of been stirring it up a little more, and yeah, it's getting really good towards the bottom. So take back any hesitation I had on this. I mean, I might have needed to add a little more water, but you never know because, well, actually, this one might say no. Oh no, okay, it does 7 ounces. So yeah, no, I put about right. So they want it really creamy. Oh my God. PR1Ms are a lot of fun. You just did one? There's just a little unmixed chocolate sitting at the bottom of this. That was great. So I'm not going to be able to finish all those barbecue chickpeas. So the ones I have, Kaylynn, are, I want to say it's like Sunshine Meadows, institutional use only rations. So they're primarily kept in prisons and used for transport and stuff. Very much the same as the Russian ones. So Amelie's saying Scotland has an emergency ration that's basically a single meal ORP. Prison guard got one out of the prison when they were using them up. Almost got it. Yeah, and the other thing is, I stopped pouring with these chickpeas a good chunk before the end of the bag. There's a lot in there. 71 grams of the chickpeas, 50 grams of peanuts, just about equal in calories between them. Excuse me. And I'm all excited. I picked up, thanks to Amelié, I picked up a yellow HDR for, it was $35. It was another 40 to chip it, so $75 all said and done for yellow HDR. It is not sealed, but it is complete, and it is uneven. So I have the one that Steve did for his review years ago, the remnants of that he sent. I don't think it has every single piece. I think there might have been a wrapper or two that got discarded, but this one is complete, and the cut is fine on the back. But $75, I'm really happy with that. that was $35 to get it and ship it over to one of Amelie's buddies, excuse me, in the UK, and then he's going to forward it on to me. And that just the forwarding shipping over to the US costs more than the item and the shipping to him. But honestly, it's still a good deal. Those things don't show up very often. Exactly, Kaylynn. I got some good pictures of the components. And in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, like, putting 1,000 things into this website, and at least 500 of them contain pieces, a dozen pieces each that we'll want to eventually photograph everything of. So there's so many, individual things that'll get photographed and detailed and added to the catalog over time. I'll have to figure out how to classify something as a sub-object to something else. Ooh, a 2001 training LRP. That's a fun one. Good find. Yeah, Amelie's awesome at finding stuff. Thank you again for every time you've tossed something my way that when I'm in a mood to buy, not like, oh, woe is me, everything costs so much. I have been doing pretty good this year. That piece of space toast was the only real giant outlay. This case of kosher rations, that case of 1980s. And then a little plastic civil defense first aid container. That's really all I've picked up for the museum this year. I'm trying very hard to keep it that way, but stuff shows up. Oh, and the yellow HDR. Stuff shows up, can't help it. Trying to help it, especially because I don't have a day job anymore. And I don't want to eat into things too much. It's already like this place I'm sitting in is $500 a month, so I'm doing contract work and I'm covering that so far. So, so far so good, but I don't want to go nuts on buying other rations. Hey, Robert, Bob, you're here at the end. We're finishing up the meal, and I'm glad you stopped in to say howdy before the end. So, hello. Tonight was a Labrie kosher ration. We had the jalapeno curry with jalapeno curry beef with potatoes, which was really, really good. Had barbecue chickpeas, roasted peanuts, a vegan lemon cookie, and which I just love this packaging. Vegan lemon cookie, some hot chocolate, and some sugar-free iced tea. So, all in all, great ration. Very highly recommend trying one of these. Ooh, I know we're always looking for stuff to toss each other, or each other's way. If you haven't snagged a case of these yet, I'll put one of these aside to send your way. There's separate accessory packets and entrees in 2 different cases, and you mix and match. So we'll add that into the pile for the next round. At some point, I'll give you some choices. All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll reach out, or vice versa. If you haven't heard from me, just by all means, please ping me. Yeah, I would agree, Kaylynn. It was delicious. I very much enjoyed that. The jalapeno taste throughout was just right. It was spicy, and that lemon cookie kind of took the edge off at the end, and then the nuts and stuff helped. But it was tasty as heck. I very much enjoyed that. There is a large amount of these chickpeas, so let's look at calories before we wrap this up. Did I toss the box? I kind of want to keep this box. It's really sturdy, so I think I will with the rest of these. So we've got only 200 calories on the main, which is kind of crazy. That whole meal considering the chickpeas are 300, peanuts are 280, so we're at 780. The vegan cookie is another 280. So right now, the lowest calorie item in the menu is the entree. So we're at 1,060 calories. The hot chocolate does not have nutrition facts. That is interesting. It was rich, but I would still estimate it's probably 100 and I'm going to say 140. So we'll take that total up to 1,100. And then the teas were sugar-free. So that's it. That's the meal. So we're looking at a 1,100 calorie ration. That's pretty good. It's a nice round calorie figure. Have a good one. Sugar-free tea, it wouldn't be 50 calories. No way. No way in heck. It might be 5. It is 5. Okay. It's sugar-free, but it does have calories. It has 5. 50 is a lot. 50 is like a cup of coffee with, a cup of coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars is a 50 calorie drink. So a sugar-free drink, I wouldn't expect to get too high. It's the main ingredient in this packet is maltodextrin, and that definitely has calories. And that is kind of a cheat because maltose is a sugar, and dextrose is a sugar, and maltodextrin is a complex sugar. So it's still a sugar. I need to eat less calories too. I ballooned up over the last couple months. I went up like 20 pounds, so I'm trying to bring it back down, but I failed at that mission. I was doing pretty well until maybe 3 weeks ago, and then I just shot up again, bunch of weight. So I got to work on that. Yeah, I find, Kaylynn, that just repetition is what gets the numbers stuck in my head. I was very meticulous on counting everything for a year and change when I was dropping all the weight. And I just started seeing everything in terms of calories. Pick up an apple and my brain says 72. You know, pick up a banana and my brain says 105. Just in the background without thinking, just automatically, just that number just appears there, you know. Pour a cup of black coffee and it's got a little 5, like imaginary 5 near it in my brain. And then put in the 2 pumps of creamer and it's like 50, you know. Peel back an MRE oatmeal cookie and it's 280. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I know this wasn't a super productive episode. We tried a bunch of 3D scanning with new and old equipment. Got some really good results, but I don't know yet if that's going to be able to translate to a web format well, or if that's going to be useful, or how much work is going to go into removing the unnecessary background patterns and stuff from it. But the end result, actual model that we made of that Ration heater through the second program was just gorgeous. It was just gorgeous. I'm really excited to get a closer look at that on a computer in a little more detail. But you could go in and you could look at every single stitch. There were no weird spots that didn't match. It went down into the pockets of the heater. I was really surprised. And there's 2 or 3 other scanning programs I'd like to try. So, if I can figure out how to make that a little more interesting to watch, we may try a few more. Having a good system to keep the camera steady and mounted and above a larger object, still not quite there yet. Got to figure something better out. just didn't want to do tiny stuff again, you know. But one of these days we can do, you know, like all the contents of a ration, front, back, on everything. I kind of want to do, you know, something boxed so that you can kind of take it apart and put it together later. But thanks everybody for coming out for this Independence Day episode. Bulletin number 77 at the Ration Museum. Sorry, it's little chunks of peanut get stuck. I appreciate every one of you, and you know, I look forward to all our time here together. I'll be back next week, same time, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll probably be at my place and diving back into the collection website. I just wanted to give us a nice little change of scenery and come catch up on mail call and all that. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their Independence Day and great rest of the first week of July. And I will see you guys all again next Monday. And until then, just remember, stay rational.